Tonight on Fox 43 News at 10. Joshua Vieira has the zest for life you'd expect to see in most 2-year-olds. But
for every biological physical year that he has, he's aging 8 to 10 years faster than he should be.
We're trying to cram a lifetime into maybe, who knows, 8 years, 5 years, we don't know.
The rare disease that makes this little boy live his life in fast forward, and the unique way his family explains it.
Junior Nationals this year is a big one for us.
This trio of local ice skaters has been training most of their lives for a chance to compete at Junior Nationals. But competition isn't always fair.
It's possible for any judge to cheat.
Fox 43's CJ Jackson tells us how this year they won't be cheated out of a chance to win. Harrisburg is finally moving forward on its budget debt. Commerce Bank approved a $7 million loan as of today, but that doesn't mean the city is out of the financial woods yet.
Our city firefighters, policemen are our first line of defense. You know, they're in the trenches.
I don't want them to have to lay off officers. That's the last thing I want to see, but I don't want my taxes to go up either.
Well, this financial step forward comes months after city officials announced a multi-million-dollar deficit.
Well, City Council first approved this $7 million loan, and now the bank has to. Fox 43's Denise D'Annunzio is in downtown Harrisburg to tell us how soon the city will have access to the money. Denise.
Evan and Heather, if all goes smoothly, the city will be using this money as early as tomorrow morning. Now, it will go toward operating costs through the end of the year, but it does not guarantee that the city will not face another round of layoffs. Harrisburg City is relying on a short-term loan to get through the end of the year, a $7 million loan approved by City Council.
At this point, everything is negotiated and settled. The bank has given us the okay.
It's a step forward after months of negotiations between City Council and city administrators. From the beginning, the mayor has said the city is $14 million in the hole. So the question now is, will this latest money be enough to stop looming layoffs?
At this point, it won't stop all of the layoffs, but it will stop some of the layoffs.
Layoffs affecting city workers and police officers.
I haven't been given a firm number, but it's my understanding that the monies that we receive would not divert those types of layoffs, and it won't.
The police department already lost 9 cadets in the first round of layoffs just weeks ago, and a few dozen city workers also lost their jobs.
I think what the mayor needs to do, or what he should do, is make those cuts from the top down.
I don't want them to have to lay off officers. That's the last thing I want to see, but I don't want my taxes to go up either.
In the past, Mayor Reed said he doesn't want to raise taxes to pay back this loan. When council first approved the $7 million, they said the money needed to be paid back in full by the sale of city-owned artifacts, and it had to be done by the end of the year. Council has since taken those conditions off this loan. And tomorrow, Mayor Reed is expected to release a little more information on the numbers involved in this second round of layoffs. Live in Harrisburg, I'm Denise D'Annunzio, Fox 43 News at 10.
A developer in Harrisburg is one step closer to building a hotel downtown. Tonight, City Council approved an amended bill that will now enlarge the area where hotels can be built near the Capitol building. This means WCI partners can move along with their bid to build an upscale hotel at the corner of State and 2nd Streets. WCI is hoping to build a hotel called Aloft, one of the hotel chain's newest luxury ventures.
Harrisburg is open for business. That's the message from the 5-to-1 vote tonight. This vote is a win-win-win for Harrisburg. It's a win for the residents, it's a win for developers, and it's a win for the taxpayers of Harrisburg who are going to hopefully get a great new hotel here, and the city's going to get a lot more tax revenue in its pocket.
The developer must still discuss the project with the City Planning Commission and Zoning Hearing Board before final decision by City Council. An historic day in Pennsylvania as the state's first slot casino opens today.
That's right. Hundreds of people stood in the rain to ring in the historic event and get their hands on the shiny, brand new slot machines. Fox 43's Troy Martin at the Mohegan Sun Casino at Pocono Downs near Wilkes-Barre for the much anticipated grand opening.
4, 3, 2, 1. After years of waiting, hundreds of excited people pushed through the doors at the Mohegan Sun Casino at Pocono Downs and into history.
It's a little mark in history. You know, it's the first casino to open up in the state of Pennsylvania, and we might as well be here. You know, to say I was there when it opened.
Pocono Downs is one of 5 racetracks around the state to receive a conditional gaming license. The $70 million Mohegan Sun Casino is the first to open and features over 1,000 slot machines. Lieutenant Governor Catherine Baker Knoll was on hand for the grand opening and says everyone in the state will benefit.
What I see here are thousands of Pennsylvanians whose lives will be better because of the tax relief and education boosts that these revenues will bring to our Commonwealth.
One person benefiting from the slots is Joseph Machonis, who is among 400 people employed by the casino.
I think it's a whole new energy. I think it's a whole new excitement. You know, we need a little bit of something different in the area.
Before today, most people had to travel to Atlantic City or other gaming sites. So when the doors opened this morning, they feel they've hit the jackpot.
1,500 points!
I think $480.
The casino also attracts people like Glenn James from New York. He said goodbye to Atlantic City and hello to Pennsylvania. His only problem? Figuring out how much to gamble.
Maybe 150. If I lose that, then I'll just, hey, back away. It's time to back away then.
In Luzerne County, Troy Martin, Fox 43, News at 10.
And casino officials plan to build another 2,500 slot casino with restaurants, nightclubs, and retail shopping. That project alone expected to cost over $140 million and will open in the summer of 2008. Meanwhile, construction continues on the new Hollywood-style casino at the Penn National Racetrack in Dauphin County. The $310 million facility will be more than 300,000 square feet. Combining the racetrack and the casino operation, folks at Penn National tell us the project should be ready for a grand opening in 2008.
Well, Pennsylvania hospitals have been ordered to clean up. A report believed to be the first of its kind in the nation shows more than 19,000 patients contracted an infection while in Pennsylvania hospitals last year. The report by the Pennsylvania Healthcare Cost Containment Council says infections in 2005 jumped 64% compared to 2004. It also shows not only will a patient who contracts a hospital infection have to foot higher bills, he or she will also be more likely to die. Well, tonight, a York County community is dealing with the loss of a young man with a bright future.
He was killed Saturday morning when he fell some 90 feet to his death at a Lancaster County park. Fox 43's Jamie Garland live in Redline, York County, to tell us why many are using music to honor him.
This music is bluegrass. Believe it or not, it's something that Adam Sullivan loved to play, and every Tuesday night you could find him jamming with this group on the stage. Now tonight, these men and women are here playing as a tribute to their young friend. Playing and singing is a Tuesday night tradition here at RLH Guitar in Red Lion. Tonight, the crowd is a little larger than usual. That's because of someone who's not on the stage.
We're missing Adam. We're all missing Adam. It's been a tough week on everybody. You know, his family. It's just been tough.
19-year-old Adam Sullivan played bass guitar and sang backup for this group. In fact, this is where he got his start.
Adam actually cut his teeth with these guys a couple years ago when he started playing. You know, he learned with these guys. These were the first people that he's played with.
Around 2 o'clock Saturday morning, Adam's playing days were cut short. He came here to Chickies Rock in Lancaster County with a friend, and for some reason he climbed out onto the rock past the fence. He lost his footing and fell 90 feet to the ground below.
It's rocks, it's loose rocks. This time of year there's leaves on the ground too, which make things, you know, even more slippery.
The investigation is still open, but all indications are that it was an accident that could have been prevented.
And this young man was so kind. I wish I could have just been more like him. You know, there was not 1 inch of meanness in Adam Sullivan. He's a real good guy.
Now, Adam played with this group leisurely, but he was also a member of a bluegrass band called Waiting on a Train. That band played all across the region. It has a show scheduled for next Friday night in York, and I am told that show will go on as a tribute to Adam. Live in Red Lion, York County, I'm Jamie Garland, Fox 43 News at 10.
Tonight, police in Lebanon County are searching for a bank robber. Man with a knife robbed an M&T bank branch on the 700 block of East Main Street in Anvil Township. Police say he got away with a bag of money, and the police also say that a gray Ford Taurus was seen in the area shortly before the robbery.
Police in York County are investigating a reported rape in a shopping mall parking lot. West Manchester Township police were told the rape happened Friday night around 8 o'clock in the green parking lot at the West Manchester Mall. Police tell us they got the information on the rape from a third party yesterday. They say the alleged victim refused to file a police report. Police and mall management are reminding shoppers to be aware of their surroundings and use caution in parking lots. A York County family may be losing its home to eminent domain.
But so far they feel they haven't been offered a fair value for their home, and they say they're not going to stop fighting until they get one. Fox 43's Jennifer Sherlock has more from the 800 block of York Street in Penn Township and why the family says they've been in a holding pattern for years.
Dana and Bill Heston have been living in this home at 823 York Street in Penn Township for 8 years. They have 6 children. For more than 2.5 years, they've been battling a local developer and now the township to save their house.
I've been paying for this, and they've just decided to do something on behalf of a builder, and they want to take my house. It makes me mad.
The developer Burkentine and Sons Builders first offered the Hestons $132,000 for their property, land to be included in a future home development. But the couple says that offer is way off.
He wasn't giving us fair market value in his offer, plus he wasn't allowing for the improvements that we had just put into our house.
Many improvements have been made to the home, including central air and heat, and this outside garage, which is also a studio.
He said if we didn't do what he wanted, then he would have our property condemned.
The Hestons say the township is looking at widening this road here and adding a light for a new development going up behind them. But if the Hestons are losing their home, they want a reasonable price.
I'd like to see this eminent domain stop. I think the taxpayers have a right to own their property.
It doesn't really seem like an American idea. It doesn't seem right. You know, it's not fair.
The plan calls for an intersection to be built there. In agreement with that plan, something may be filed in the future to acquire the property. I don't know when that may be. The commissioners are in favor of the intersection and acquiring the property. The developer didn't return our calls for comment. Jennifer Sherlock, Fox 43 News at 10.
Penn Township's manager doesn't know when the commissioners could file for action for eminent domain. The Hestons say they're planning to voice their opinion on the issue at the next township meeting. Time now for the Fox First forecast. A foggy, drizzly start, and the sun did try to break through this afternoon.
It sure did, but it remained mostly cloudy out there. No luck. And Jim says it is going to get wet again, right, Jim?
Yeah, it's a new word in the meteorological book, fogly. Yeah, it's good. We'll put that one in there. Nice combination. All right, yes, rain by this time tomorrow evening, and the rain could be very heavy at times. By the time Thursday rolls around, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little rumble of thunder coming through here. But in the meantime, we get to dry out a little bit in the foggy conditions. 52 in Harrisburg and Lebanon, 54 in Lancaster, 50 in Chambersburg and Shippensburg, State College, and near Huntington at Racetown Lake, they're in the mid-40s right now. Colder air, cooler air, trying to work its way across the state while it remains a little bit milder in the east, and mild for, November night here. And the rain, it's gone across Pennsylvania. Now, there could be some drizzle out there, too light to be detected on radar, but there are some clouds, and those clouds will break up a little bit. We're seeing a break right here. A little area of high pressure is going to move in to give us maybe a little glimpse of sunshine in the morning. But after that, then things start to go downhill. This system bringing moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico and making its own moisture moving across the Central Plains. That'll be our rainmaker tomorrow and into tomorrow night into Thursday. But in the meantime, mostly cloudy, 46 to 49 overnight, 47 to 51 at daybreak, mostly cloudy. We'll show you when the rain should start and how much we expect and when those thunderstorms should hit with the 7-day coming up later.
All right, thanks, Jim.
Well, he's being called a hero for some recent actions. A Lancaster County man shopping at a mall goes out of his way to help a woman he's never known before. What Jorge Salazar did to help the woman and how he's being honored tonight.
And South Africa makes an unprecedented move today to recognize gay marriages. The provisions to the bill, that's coming up.
Plus, disguised as Iraqi National Police, dozens of gunmen storm a Baghdad college, kidnapping professors, students, even the cleaning people. How many are being held and what the gunmen want? As Fox 43 News at 10 continues.
Closed captioning on Fox 43 News at 10 is brought to you by the School of Culinary Arts and Student-Run Restaurant.
He takes people and he buries them. That's why they call him the grave digger.
Where are we? Buried underground.
We're running out of time.
Those will find us.
Viewer discretion advised. Bones. Wednesday at 8 on Fox 43.
You can drink a gallon of milk in 10 seconds.
Time me ready?
Relive the good times. Friends, tonight at 11:30 on Fox 43.
Nissan asks, what's your resolution? More versatility, style, utility, space. How about saving money during Nissan's National Year-End Sales Event? Lease the 7-passenger Nissan Pathfinder for $269 a month. This offer ends soon. Get to your Nissan dealer now and resolve to save.
Check it out. Noah Brown is a 4-year-old learning how to fly, how indoor skydiving works, and what inspired him to take flight. Still to come on Fox 43 News at 10.
This holiday season, give the power to stay connected all year round. Get the powerful i850 camera phone free with mail-in rebate and 2-year agreement. Unlimited calling starts at 7 p.m. Plans start at just $29.99. Nextel, only from Sprint.
At your Jeep dealer, it's all about the best in American and German engineering and design. And now, during the 2006 model year-end clearance, get 0% financing for 60 months on the entire 2006 Jeep lineup, like Grand Cherokee, or Commander, the most capable 7-passenger 4x4 SUV. Or get 0 for 60 on Jeep Wrangler or Liberty. So hurry into your Jeep dealer today. During the Jeep model year-end clearance, get 0% financing for 60 months on the entire 2006 Jeep lineup. Hurry, this offer ends soon.
You're watching Fox 43 News at 10 with Evan Forrester, Heather Warner, Jim Buchanan with weather, and Todd Sadowski with sports.
A small plane crashes in Big Bear, California, killing all 3 people on board. The plane slammed into the ground and burst into flames along the shoreline of Big Bear Lake. A small building and some vegetation caught fire, but no one on the ground was hurt. The plane took off from Big Bear and was on its way to Las Vegas. Meanwhile, tough new illegal immigration measures passed in one Texas city. The Farmers Branch City Council approved fines for landlords who deal with illegals. They're also allowing local authorities to screen suspects in police custody to check if they're legal. These ordinances are similar to those passed in Hazleton, Pennsylvania just a couple of months ago.
Well, English is now the official language of Taneytown, Maryland. City Council approved the non-binding resolution today, deciding against a charter that had drawn complaints from civil rights groups and residents. One councilman says, all we're asking is if you become a U.S. citizen, please speak English. The resolution calls for all city government businesses to be conducted in English, except where prohibited by state or federal law. Fresh evidence that Iraq may still be a long way from achieving peace and stability.
Dozens of machine gun-toting assailants stormed into an important government building in the middle of Baghdad and, by some reports, kidnapped at least 70 people. Fox 43's Grant Rampey live tonight at the Pentagon with the latest on the hostages.
Evan, Heather, as we understand, some of them have been released at this point. The status of the rest remains unclear. There are concerns, though, that in this case, Iraqi police were negligent or possibly worse, complicit. At least 80 gunmen in Iraqi police uniforms burst into this government research institute. They rounded up the employees and visitors, quickly releasing the women, taking the men off in a convoy of pickups.
They even took a 60-year-old man and put him in the trunk of a car.
The kidnappers were in and out in 20 minutes. The brazen attack coming as lawmakers press for a strategy change.
This is a problem that's not going to go away. 3 Americans killed yesterday. We know how the American people feel. They want a change of course in Iraq.
The Iraq Study Group has just met again at the White House. It may maneuver the administration closer to a course correction. Some Democrats endorse a phased pullout of U.S. troops starting early next year.
As the president dithers, American soldiers are killed and maimed.
When the Iraq Study Group comes in with their recommendation, the next day, the American trainers in Iraq will walk out to their jobs and they will continue to train those Iraqi battalions. Right. So that still has to be done.
Many Republicans continue to reject the idea of any form of a timetable. There's still so much left to be done, they say, to keep Iraq from falling into chaos. Others argue that events like the mass kidnapping demonstrate the Iraq government's in big trouble and it may never be able to secure order. To that end, U.S. generals on the ground in Baghdad have already told Iraq's prime minister he has got to crack down on Shiite militias. They have been apparently striking out against those Sunni professors at the university, so the sectarian violence rages on. Live at the Pentagon, Grant Rampey, Fox 43 News at 10.
All right, thank you very much, Grant. More than 3,000 people call the streets of Baltimore home. Now, city authorities have now decided to use some recycled parking meters to help them off the streets and into a real home. That's coming up.
Let's imagine cramming your entire life into a few short years. That's what the family of a local boy has to do. The disease that is aging him at an extremely fast pace that's still ahead.
I'm Todd Sadowski. We're on the clock for 60-second sports. We start with Joe Pa back at Beaver Stadium.
We're anticipating to be at the game on Saturday. He has not been to the lash yet. He will. He's pretty sure he's going to be at practice today for some period of time. We don't know how long yet, though, but he is going to come down to practice today.
Beckham yesterday.
That was Penn State assistant coach Tom Bradley. Earlier today, it appears Coach Paterno will be in the press box this Saturday calling the shots against Michigan State. We'll hear from the players about their senior day game later in sports. It's happened before, and it's happening again. Redskins head coach Joe Gibbs has benched starter Mark Brunell a few years ago. Brunell was replaced by Patrick Ramsey this Sunday. Third-string quarterback Jason Campbell, seen here, gets the start for Washington. Still to come, Bobby Knight gets physical with another player. Why his university president says the general did not step over the line. Coming up in a bit. It's a 60-second look at sports. I'll see you later in the show as Fox 43 News at 10 continues.
The OC's sexier than ever.
Men are to me what Chardonnay is to you. One sip and I'm upside down on a chandelier.
The OC, Thursday at 9 on Fox 43.
A lot of car companies rigorously inspect their pre-owned vehicles. But no matter how hard they look, the one thing they'll never find is this. Drive with your heart. Buy with your head. Certified pre-owned by BMW. Only at your authorized BMW center.
Injured in an auto accident? Tell them you mean business.
Now's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays during N.B. Liebman's spectacular Holiday Home Sale. Right now, you'll find big holiday sale tags on hundreds of items in every department, all in stock and available for immediate delivery. Plus, enjoy free financing till 2008. Hurry, the holidays are coming, and there's never been a better time to buy than now during the spectacular Holiday Home Sale at N.B. Liebman Furniture.
When I shop at N.B. Liebman Furniture, I get exactly what I'm looking for.
At N.B. Liebman, our customers speak for us.
These cows are on a mission to deliver Kraft American singles with double the calcium of many other American slices plus vitamin D. And that mild, creamy taste no kid can resist. Kraft singles, herds of calcium.
Discover the magic of the season at the Flower and Craft Warehouse, a shopping wonderland of 135,000 square feet. Make your home sparkle with the spirit of Christmas and create memories that will last a lifetime. From exquisite trees and greens, stockings to hang with care, whimsical polar bears and penguins, beautiful holiday accents, and more. You're sure to find exactly what you need to deck your halls this season. Just 20 minutes east of Lancaster, 1 block off Route 322, behind Town Hall Restaurant.
At your Dodge dealer, it's all about the best in American and German engineering and design. And now, during the 2006 model year-end clearance, get 0% financing for 60 months on 2006 Grand Caravan with the best combination of seating and storage of any minivan. Or check out the best bonus cash ever on Dodge Charger and Magnum, both with an available fuel-efficient D6 that gets 27 highway miles per gallon. During the Dodge model year-end clearance, get 0% financing for 60 months on Grand Caravan. Hurry, this offer ends soon.
You're surrounded by barones. It's a jungle here. It's survival of the fittest.
Tomorrow at 7:30 on Fox 43. You're watching Fox 43 News at 10. At 10, it's news. At 11, it's history.
More than 3,000 people call the streets of Baltimore home. Now 9 recycled parking meters are being used to help them get off the streets and into a real home. Instead of panhandling, folks can donate change into the meters along Pratt Street, and that money will then be donated to the Baltimore Homeless Services.
A man tonight is being celebrated as a hero by his family, friends, and the city of Lancaster. Jorge Salazar was honored by Mayor Rick Gray and the Lancaster City Police Department tonight for his brave actions last month. One night at Park City Center, a teenager snatched a woman's purse. Her husband tried to chase him but fell down. That's when Jorge went after him, catching him and getting back the purse.
We live in community. We need help together. So maybe we can change.
Well, because of Jorge chasing down the purse snatcher and holding him down, police were able to arrest the teen.
Well done.
Well done indeed. Imagine cramming your entire life into a few short years.
Well, that is what the family of a local boy has to do because of a disease that's aging him at an extremely fast pace. Fox 43's Josie Sturman is in Schuylkill County with more on his story.
Josiah Vieira has the zest for life you'd expect to see in most 2-year-olds. But the little boy they call Bubby has been through much more than your average toddler.
Life for Josiah has been, for the first 2 years, pretty rocky.
Rocky because Josiah's been in and out of the hospital with complications from an uncommon disease, one that's made him an old man in a child's body.
For every biological, physical year that he has, he's aging 8 to 10 years faster than he should be.
I would not want that. Bubby's little body is in fast forward, and something called progeria is to blame. The genetic disease speeds aging, taking the average victim's life before adolescence.
We're trying to cram a lifetime into maybe, who knows, 8 years, 5 years, we don't know.
And that not knowing has made Josiah's family cherish every single day.
You're snapping the pictures and you're really savoring every single memory that you possibly can. In there, let's see, that's a fish.
So these guys are savoring the moments and spreading a message, letting people know about a killer that's only been diagnosed in 40 kids around the entire world. Josiah is one of only 11 cases in the entire country. And because his condition is so rare, his family gets a lot of questions. To start giving people answers, they came up with these business cards to direct them to a special website.
That's a big window of opportunity for us.
An opportunity to explain what Josiah is going through and to celebrate what he's already survived.
This little guy was on death's door, and he stands there and smiles at me and gives me a high five. And for everything he's been through, he's so happy.
In Higgins Township, Schuylkill County, Josie Sturman, Fox 43 News at 10.
The Progeria Research Foundation is trying to raise $2 million to test a new drug that could help cure the disease. To donate and to find out more about progeria, you can log on to Josiah's website. You'll find a link on our site at fox43.com. Well, how much would you pay to eat some fungus? Yeah, and not just any fungus, a 3.3-pound Alba white truffle. The thousands it went for at auction and the charity the money will be donated to.
Looking good. And it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. A tree now in place in York's Continental Square. When it's going to be all dolled up and who donated it, still to come.
And only a 60-degree spread between our high and low today, 57 and 51. Normals for today, 53 and 37. And just 1/100ths in the rain gauge from some drizzle earlier this morning. Right now, it's mostly cloudy, and we are sitting at 52 degrees. Humidity 87%, winds light out of the northwest. Air pressure is holding steady. Okay, excuse me. More rain is on the way, maybe even a thunderstorm. We'll talk about that with the 7-day forecast coming up.
Not surprisingly, the auto company known for its responsive handling and exceptional reliability also has the best gas mileage. Honda, the most fuel-efficient auto company in America.
Lease a Honda Odyssey for $289 a month for well-qualified customers.
What you doing?
We just joined PSECU.
We joined another bank?
PSECU's not a bank, it's a credit union. And it's member-owned, so they've got great rates and practically no fees.
I didn't know we could join.
Oh yeah, lots of people qualify.
Sounds good. I love that you deal with the finances.
And I love that you deal with the kids.
Chances are you're eligible to join PSECU. Make the jump soon and get $100 with your first direct deposit. PSECU.com.
Black Friday, the official start of the holiday shopping season. It's stressful, it's overcrowded, it's just plain ugly. So let Fox 43 Morning News at 7 do some early gift shopping for you. All this week, we're giving away prize packs of presents from your favorite Fox 43 shows. Just tune in to Fox 43 Morning News at 7 and send a postcard containing an answer to that morning's trivia question. Let us make stuffing those stockings a little less painful this year. It's the Holiday Head Start Trivia Contest on Fox 43.
With all the awards we've received here at Kia, we didn't just want to have a model year-end sales event, we wanted to have an award-winning sales event. With award-winning deals on award-winning models, like the fuel-efficient Sportage, the safety-rated Sedona, and the rugged Sorrento. All backed with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty that gives you an award-winning smile. So bring your award-winning personality down to Kia's award-winning sales event and get up to $4,000 cash back on 2006 award-winning models. To learn more, visit kia.com.
Still to come on Fox 43 News at 10.
The grand jury said he did a crime. I'll go, but not willing.
The Enron story is apparently here to stay. Believe it or not, someone has made a musical out of the company tragedy. What the writer says about the event and when it opens, coming up.
They've trained for years to compete at Junior Nationals. Tonight, why these skaters won't be cheated out of a chance to win a medal.
And a feel-good story of a little boy and his two superheroes. One is his dad, a former Navy SEAL who is still involved in secret military missions. The other wears a cape. Motivated by his love of both, how this little boy is learning to fly, as Fox 43 News at 10 continues. But first, a look at tonight's winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. The Daily, 657, Big 4, 5521, Cash 5, 4, 11, 15, 24, and 38. And tonight's winning Match 6 combination is 8, 31, 35, 43, 44, and 47. If you played, good luck. Stay with us. Jim's up next with your 7-day weather outlook. We'll be right back.
The 3-Degree Guarantee is brought to you by N.B. Liebman Furniture Showcase, Subway, and Flower and Craft Warehouse.
Live every moment to its fullest. The 2006 Chevy Trailblazer, with more standard towing capacity than Ford Explorer and Dodge Durango. Learn more. Go to Yahoo and click Autos. Qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 72 months on all 2006 Chevy Trailblazers. See your local Chevy dealer or log on to thinkchevy.com.
I know her parents are just looking out for her now that she doesn't have health insurance and all.
Come on, Tanisha. Hush up. Tanisha, I need you to pick up those knees, girl.
Problem is, her parents think they make too much money to get her coverage.
Don't assume your family isn't eligible for CHIP health insurance. Call or visit us online to find out more.
Come on!
This is Fox 43 News at 10, Central Pennsylvania's choice for late news.
The holiday season getting underway in York. This Christmas tree went up in Continental Square today. A local couple donated the 40-foot blue spruce. It'll be decorated by the 1st of December just in time for the annual Light Up the Night ceremony. So there it is. It's happening all over.
It doesn't necessarily feel like
no, it sure doesn't.
Christmas just yet. But
it's a little moist
give
out
us
there,
some
though.
time. Yeah. Well,
juicy, as we like to say.
Juicy.
Well,
you know what I like to call it? Fogly.
Fogly.
It's a nice word.
Well,
fog and drizzle.
We have some drizzle out there, but we can't see it. Take a look. Not a radar echo to be seen there. There's just ground clutter popping up out around Pittsburgh. So, yeah, it's still remaining cloudy, and it is damp out there, but the drizzle has stopped, and we're going to get a little bit of a break before the rain does start to pick up once again. But as we said, mild night out there as far as November is concerned. 52 in Harrisburg and Lebanon, 50 in Chambersburg and Shippensburg, Carlisle also at 50, 52 York, Lancaster at 54 degrees. And in the mid-40s in western Pennsylvania, still in the 50s in the east, 62 at Baltimore. And the rain that we had last couple of days now shifting up into New England. Still low pressure here, bringing us some moisture off the Atlantic. And this is this little break that will be coming in the next several hours. But it won't last too long because we've got moisture that will be coming out of the south. This system coming in from the west. They had some snow in Colorado, and part of the system that brought the snow into the Cascades of Washington and the Bitterroot mountain system there. And so here we go with the rain coming in here, but probably not till late tomorrow. Most of the day tomorrow rain-free. Watch as we go through time with the future cast. Clouding up, here comes the leading edge of the rain in the Ohio Valley. And getting here probably 5, 6, 7 o'clock or so. And then if you go through time, watch how we're watching this area to the south moving through Virginia and heading into our area by Thursday afternoon. The yellow and orange indicating where, yes, there could be some thunderstorms that could go through the area, maybe some heavy rain as well. We're looking at the possibility of an inch and a half, maybe up even to localized 2 inches of rain before all is said and done, and this system kind of gets out of here by early on Friday. Here's how we see it for tomorrow. Foggy, is that right? All right. 49 degrees. We get up to 63, clouding up as the day progresses. Rain certainly by 8 o'clock, and it will continue then throughout the day on Thursday, heavy at times, possibly even accompanied by a thunderstorm. And then we have a lingering shower that will last into Friday. Looks like Friday night football should be okay, starting to dry out for that. Not too bad of a weekend coming up, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, the Harrisburg Holiday Parade, also the Chambersburg Holiday Parade. And then Monday, 46 degrees, so cooling down somewhat again. Tuesday, 30% chance for showers developing. And then we're going to have a look at Wednesday, of course, Travel Day, and Thanksgiving, and Black Friday with the 10-day coming up later.
It's hard to believe it's that time of year.
Yeah,
Boy. All right.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. Well, the countdown is on for the Cruz Holmes wedding that will take place in Italy Saturday, where some think the secret location will be and where the paparazzi is camped out tonight.
And American Idol's Bucky Covington, busy in the recording studio. Who's producing the album and what you can expect still ahead.
Plus, when Madonna should learn whether her adoption of a Malawi boy will go through. As Fox 43 News at 10 continues.
How many times have you asked him to put away his sneakers? And tomorrow, they'll be in the exact same place. A little Febreze does the trick. Well, they're not going to put themselves away. Whoa. Hey, we know that look. If it can freshen his sneakers, why not freshen all the fabrics in his closet? Heck, why not his bed? Nice. Febreze. Spray on, freshness lovers. Spray on.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Jeep and Capital Blue Cross.
Can you picture a world where healthy habits start young and never grow old? A world where kids are on the move, where there's no room for junk food fanatics or bullies of any size. Can you picture a world that's filled with confidence and self-respect, and where grieving children get help in coping with the death of a loved one? We can. And we're taking steps to make it happen through Highmark Healthy High Five. A 5-year, $100 million investment promoting lifelong healthy habits in children at home, at school, and in the community. Creating a brighter future for us all.
First in tonight's Hollywood Buzz, the countdown is on for the Cruz Holmes wedding in Italy. The location of the high-profile event of the Saturday wedding is still a big secret, but there is a lot of speculation that the nuptials will be exchanged at a 15th century castle near Rome, which would be able to accommodate up to 1,400 guests. Right now, fans and the paparazzi are camped outside the Hassler Hotel in Rome, where homes and crews are believed to be staying. Tom arrived in Rome yesterday, setting off a frenzy of media anticipating the big day. Well, Madonna should learn next week the fate of her adoption. Malawi's High Court will decide whether to hear a legal challenge on the adoption of the one-year-old boy Madonna recently adopted. A Malawi judge is expected to make his decision known next Monday. An alliance of activist groups initiated the lawsuit, saying it's concerned the pop singer's fame and fortune had influenced the adoption process. Well, remember Bucky Covington, one of those finalists on American Idol?
Sure do. And like the other former contestants, he's been busy in the recording studio.
Wondering how you ever gotten this enchanted.
Well, there you go. Last month, Bucky wrapped up a long summer tour with Idol, and now he's in Nashville recording his first album. It's country with a little bit of rock and roll. He's working with producer Mark Miller, the lead singer of the country group Sawyer Brown.
You know, Mark Miller and Sawyer Brown, they were founded off of Star Search, which is, you know, the American Idol of the 80s.
You know, we were the first winners of Star Search, and that's how we got our start. So you know, I kind of had that bond with Bucky.
And Bucky hopes to release his first single at the end of the year and have his album in stores by early spring. Well, that's Lindsay Lohan's little sister trying to follow in her footsteps. 12-year-old Allie Lohan has released a CD of holiday songs called Lohan Holiday. It's got the classic Christmas songs like Jingle Bells and Deck the Halls and some originals as well. Lohan Holiday is in stores now.
Well, TV star Ellen Pompeo is engaged. Pompeo's rep confirms she and record producer boyfriend Chris Ivory became engaged last Friday at their Los Angeles home. It was Pompeo's birthday, and Ivory reportedly presented her with a 3.5-carat diamond ring after a birthday breakfast. Meantime, Jude and Sienna are calling it quits, and for good this time. So says a close friend of Jude Law, who told People magazine that it is really over between the two. The two are coming off of a brief separation after it was made public Jude had an affair with his nanny. Jude and Sienna were engaged at the time. Well, the Enron story is apparently here to stay.
Someone apparently has decided to make a musical out of that tragedy.
Get me to the court. Get him to the court. Be sure and get me to the...
That's only in the rehearsal stage at this point, and you can expect the usual characters, Ken Lay, Jeff Schilling, and the rest of the Enron gang. The musical's writer, director, producer is Mark Frazier.
The funny thing about this play is it is historically accurate. I didn't have to exaggerate anything because they did it for me.
Enron the musical is set to open at a small theater in Houston, Texas on December 1st.
And they do everything Jerry Springer on Broadway, right?
Why not Enron?
Never stop there, right? Well, it is every wannabe rock star's dream. It is a T-shirt that turns playing an air guitar into music. How this high-tech T-shirt helps wannabes rock out.
Oh, Buchanan's going to want one of those. And how much would you pay for a hunk of fungus? We'll tell you about the expensive amount this truffle went for.
Plus, check it out. Noah Brown is a 4-year-old learning how to fly, how indoor skydiving works, and what inspired him to take flight. When Fox 43 News at 10 returns.
Awesome, man.
It's your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, yours is on me.
Oh, thanks. Actually, it's all our birthdays. That's how we all met. Kind of like a birthday club.
Really? Brooke, come on. What are the chances that all of their birthdays are on the same day as mine? Okay.
Here's something worth celebrating. Right now at McDonald's for only $1.29, you can grab a tasty breakfast burrito or new snack wrap. Both are great on the go and only at McDonald's.
We are moments away from three-time bronze medalist Hans Wegebauer's historic jump over Copper Gorge.
2004.
Honey, check this dude out.
There's no room for error. And we've got liftoff. Where'd he go? He was there and then, poof.
Life comes at you fast. When it does, nobody covers your boat like Nationwide. Investments, retirement, insurance.
Nationwide is on your side.
If you have a tip for our news team, call the Fox 43 News line at 1-888-FOX-WPMT.
Introducing the Comcast Triple Play. TV, internet, and phone. Now just $33 each per month for 12 months. Over 100 channels of digital TV and music with On Demand. America's #1 high-speed internet with free McAfee security. Plus, unlimited nationwide calling and 12 popular features with Comcast Digital Voice. 3 services, 1 amazing offer. The Comcast Triple Play. Call 1-800-COMCAST.
Nissan asks, what's your resolution? More capability, style, power, space. How about saving money during Nissan's National Year-End Sales Event? Save $3,200 on the 2006 Nissan Altima Special Edition. This offer ends soon. Get to your Nissan dealer now and resolve to save.
You own your own business and wear all the hats. But when was the last time you got a little recognition? Well, here's something just for you. Sovereign Business Owner Banking. You can get free business checking, 300 free monthly transactions, and no minimum balance. Plus, your first order of checks free. We'll even add the rewards of our best personal checking account free. Sovereign Business Owner Banking.
Does that work for you?
First in tonight's Worldview, a bus carrying a Chilean military band skids off a wet road and plunges into a river, killing at least 19 people. The band was on its way to a performance when it fell into the river. 17 Army members and 2 civilians were killed, 9 others were hurt. As you can see, the bus is submerged and divers are needed to search for the bodies. South Africa passes legislation recognizing gay marriage. After months of intense debate, the country's National Assembly approved the Civil Union Bill. While this new bill offers full rights to gay unions, it also includes a provision for critics. Marriage officers can refuse to perform ceremonies if they conflict with their religion or beliefs. How much would you pay to eat fungus? Well, this truffle, a 3.3-pound Alba White, went for $125,000 at an auction in China. A Hong Kong real estate tycoon and his wife placed the winning bid. Truffles are typically eaten uncooked or shaved into pasta, salad, omelets, and other dishes. Proceeds from the auction going to a Hong Kong charity. It's every wannabe rock star's dream, and it's coming to a T-shirt near you. Richard Helmer says he's got a high-tech T-shirt that turns playing an air guitar into music. The shirt has sensors built into the elbows that pick up arm movements, relay them to a computer. The computer turns them into musical notes. One arm picks up the chords, the other arm strums. Helmer says the so-called wearable instrument shirt works for both right and left-handed wannabe rock stars.
Imagine the possibilities with that,
I know people who'd want that. Now the story of a little boy and his 2 superheroes. One is his dad, a former Navy SEAL who's still involved in secret military operations.
The other is Batman. Motivated by his love of both, the little boy is learning how to fly.
I'm gonna fly in there.
Noah Brown is a little guy with fire in his belly. He wants to fly, so that's just what he's doing. Here, there is no plane. Instead, it is a vertical wind tunnel, one of only 5 skydiving simulators in the nation. 100-mile-an-hour winds tossing Noah's tiny frame around, and he is loving it.
He's a daredevil. He's like this all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you need to be 18 to jump out of a plane, and little Noah, well, he's got about 14 more years to go for that one.
He'll be ready.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah. Well, he has been in hot water before.
And he's close to crossing the line once again. Texas Tech head coach Bobby Knight apparently getting physical with one of his players. How the university is reacting to the incident. Coming up next.
And the 10-day trend coming up includes Thanksgiving. Long Ranger is just around the corner. The first tonight's 3-degree guaranteed challenger, Lisa Allman of Mount Joy, forecasted high 62, but a high today, 57 with the clouds and drizzle. So now Lisa is qualified for the gift certificate from NB Liebman, sub a week for a year from Subway, and the gift certificate also from Flower and Craft Warehouse. And we'll be right back.
The Acura TSX. Acura. Advance.
Cholesterol. It can come from fettuccine Alfredo, but also from your grandpa Alfredo, from barbecue ribs, and from your grandma Barbie. A healthy diet is important. When that's not enough, adding Vytorin can help. Cholesterol comes from two sources, food and family. Vytorin treats two sources. Only Vytorin helps block the absorption of cholesterol from food and reduces the cholesterol your body makes naturally based on family history. Vytorin was also proven in clinical studies to lower bad cholesterol more than Lipitor alone. Vytorin is not for everyone, including people with liver problems, women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. Unexplained muscle pain or weakness could be a sign of a rare but serious side effect. Vytorin may interact with other medicines or certain foods, increasing your risk of getting this serious side effect. Simple blood tests are needed to check for liver problems. So eat right, stay active. But if that's not enough, ask your doctor about adding Vytorin. Two sources of cholesterol. Treat them both with Vytorin.
You've always wanted to lose that weight. Weeknights and weekends, you don't have to stay up till 11 for your late news. Watch Fox 43 News at 10.
Deja Vu is the most original and exciting adventure of the decade. Deja Vu is the most original and exciting adventure of the decade. On November 22nd.
You figured out a way to look into the past.
We can look anywhere. 4 days ago. You understand?
Yeah. No.
Deja Vu is pulse-pounding and full of surprises.
Watch the traffic.
It will take you on a ride you'll never forget.
You think you know what's coming?
Hang on.
You don't have a clue.
Deja Vu, rated PG-13, November 22nd.
Betty Crocker, warm delights. In just 3 minutes, you're into decadent molten caramel cake. So warm, so inviting. It's pure delight. Betty Crocker Warm Delights in the baking aisle. You're just 3 minutes from heaven.
Tonight's sports report is brought to you by Chrysler and Nextel Communications. You're watching Fox 43 News at 10 with Todd Sadowski's Sports Report.
I think every year everybody's watching the Michigan-Ohio State game, and of course there's going to be some outsider fans that are going to wonder what's going on with the 1 and 2 team. It's always hyped up, and it's just a great game to play in, and everybody's going to be watching just as usual.
That's former Wilson High star Chad Henne talking about the game of the year. Number 1 Ohio State hosting number 2 Michigan. The winner is the Big Ten champion and secures a berth in the national championship game. What appears Joe Paterno will be off the couch and up in the press box this Saturday against Michigan State. That is not confirmed by his doctor just yet, but his assistants say Coach Paterno is ready to get back to work. Everyone is preparing for an emotional senior day in tonight's Lion Tracks.
Think back to recruiting and all the different things you've been through, and it's not only for them. I know it's a big day for them, and they're excited for it. And Coach tells them all the time, you only have so many games, make the best of it.
I wish, looking back on it, I wish I had a couple more to play here, but I think the senior class has had a pretty good run, and we're just all really looking forward to the game.
Broken leg or not, Joe doesn't want to miss senior day against Michigan State. A berth in the Outback Bowl in Tampa, Florida on New Year's Day is likely on the line. Kickoff at Beaver Stadium is 12 noon. And here on Fox 43, have a good game, NFL game on Sunday. The Ravens at home hosting the Falcons. Kickoff for that one is at 1 p.m. A trio of local ice skaters have trained most of their lives for a chance to compete at Junior Nationals. Fox 43's CJ Jackson is in Susquehanna Township with this talented group. She tells us why they won't be cheated out of a chance to win a medal.
Junior Nationals this year is a big one for us.
For the past couple of years, 6 days a week, 3 hours a day, these three have trained for the Super Bowl of figure skating.
It's just really exciting because this is my first Nationals. I'm just planning to do the best I can do.
You have to put a lot of hard work in, go through your program a lot of times, and be calm.
But only now will all of their hard work be judged fairly. Starting this year, the International Skating Union has implemented a new judging system. It's all in an effort to make sure that these skaters don't get cheated out of a chance to win a medal.
It's possible for any judge to cheat under the old judging system because
they can give any score they want.
Instead of starting with a perfect score and being deducted, each program is now judged by difficulty level, and the score can only increase. So the one with the most points wins.
It marks your technical score better, and no cheating can be involved.
This trio will put their skills to the test in Cleveland at the end of the month. In Dauphin County, CJ Jackson, Fox 43 Sports.
Well, if you know anything about Texas Tech head coach Bobby Knight, you know anytime he steps out of line, it's controversial. Last night, the general stepped on the line. You be the judge on whether or not he crossed it. We go to Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders hosting Gardner-Webb. Texas Tech player Michael Prince gets his second foul, goes over to the bench. Knight confronts him, gives him a little knock under the chin to get his attention. Right there, the university says Knight did nothing wrong. He will not be punished. Both the player and his parents agree with the school. No big deal, according to them. Knight is 5 wins shy of tying Adolph Rupp for second on the career wins list behind Dean Smith of North Carolina. So he's been around a long time. You be the judge. I mean, if you have Coach Knight around, you know this stuff may happen. Tame by his measures, but any other college coach, you know, there'd be a lot of heat to answer for. So just because it's Coach Knight, is it right? I don't know.
I guarantee he'll look Coach in the eye.
Yeah, oh yeah.
From now on.
Eyes on me. All right.
Hey, before we get to weather, we want to update one of our stories.
That's right.
We'll show you the video real quick of the, remember this, the air guitar thing?
Yeah.
Well, we know somebody who could use this.
It's a special It's a special jacket now, Jim, that you can wear.
Our very own Pete Townsend.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll let you know where you can buy one of those.
You can never mess around.
That's right. You should never do that.
Let's go to the 10-day, shall we?
That's pretty good. The archives. All right, 63 tomorrow with some showers around, but not until late in the day. And maybe even a thunderstorm for Thursday, 62, and rain could be heavy at times. We could have maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain. Cools down then for Friday. Saturday looks pretty good, 51, 50 for Sunday. And then we get into the holiday weekend coming up here on your travel day Wednesday. Now we're looking for some rain, drying out on Thanksgiving Day, and then Friday for Black Friday, pretty good.
By the way, I think that was Jimi Hendrix, national anthem you're playing.
We've been waiting to use that.
Well, you never know.
Well done, either way. Well done, Jim.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, thank you. And thank you for joining us for Fox 43 News at 10. Friends is up next.
Kevin and Sandra tomorrow morning at 7. We're back tomorrow night at 10. Have a good night.